NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Herbert to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 25, here's second down and 7. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
With their lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another run for Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start with punt on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Sheds off the tackle. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, here's Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On second down, here's Foreman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Travis Kelce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo.
There he goes, left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now Goff. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gibbs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd down and 4. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down. Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the delay, here's Hunt. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Foreman takes it, headed right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion. And I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75. And the Bears add 6 to their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A gain there of 30 big ones. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's caught. Tompkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, gone. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Throwing on third, Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Goff looking to throw. It's caught at the 1, so unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Well,
that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the draw, here's Foreman. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Mahomes firing complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield to get on cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 24 yards. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Play action, it's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They run it on first with Foreman, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Wayne McNeil busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Chicago! Khalil Herbert with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Herbert powering up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, it was... Touchdown, Bears! Tyler Scott, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
T.J. Edwards able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Foreman powering ahead. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Ready.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Slide through. Let's go. Charge.
To throw, it's Lance. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Lance on third down. Got his man, it's Williams. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That is caught, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And Lance, he's going to change the play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Again, it's Lance. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. On third down, Herbert. A strong running. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, right back to Herbert. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now 2nd and 9. On second down, a run with Herbert. And this will be a Bears first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Draw play, a give to Herbert. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Herbert once more. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 64 yards. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, but
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Like this, now take a photograph. Run it back, make it go to France. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back. Watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Body act and run it back. And you see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'm a cut at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'm a cut at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her I might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in